Hello, Fun Bears. It's Brad from Funbearable, the podcast you're about to watch or listen to. I just wanted to give you a quick note on the audio for this and a few other episodes. When we recorded it, number one, I had a pretty severe head cold, and number two, there was a microphone issue. 100% my fault. I'm very embarrassed about it, almost ashamed. We've tried to fix it. We've run the audio through a couple different filters and programs. Our buddy Dave down in Florida took a look at it, and we did the best we could with specifically my audio. Chuck comes through clear as day. So all of you who are like, I listened to Funbearable for Chuck's laugh, fear not, it's here. But if you're wondering why I sound weird and extra robotic during some of these episodes, it's because of the filters that we're running through to try and salvage the audio. We have a couple of these. The microphone issue was there for all of them. Again, my fault. I'm the worst. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get through these episodes. Then we will be able to release some new episodes with audio that isn't janky. So thank you so much for your patience. And now enjoy this episode of Funbearable.
Chuck's laugh is frightening, Brad's anus is tightening, Brad's got a lot of thoughts to give, Chuck's toxically positive, they're here to laugh and joke, with a few little jabs and pokes, escape from your terrible life, you're a loser and an asshole and you're filled with strife. Unbearable, they're terrible, they're fucking terrible.
All right, I got a question for you.
All right, I'm ready.
I just started watching Fear Factor House or Fear House or Factor House with Fear. We're going to fill your fear into a house.
Yeah, the Johnny Knoxville show. I get it.
The factory of fear is a factor in this house.
No,
that's got to be what it is.
long of a title.
No, look it up. Here's my question.
Okay.
If you went on Fear Factor,
I would fail immediately.
this is my question. What could you do?
I can do a lot of the physical stuff.
Yeah, you could attempt a lot of the physical stuff. That's how I would put it up.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Eating and drinking, the gross stuff would be the issues. Now, depending on who's around,
Yes.
could I do the bug and snake stuff?
Bug snake.
Yeah. I guess I would give in to pressure and allow bugs and snakes on me if I care about the opinions of the people around me.
Wow, like all beautiful women.
Yeah.
That are like Brad. We're all so into you. We just want to see how brave you are.
Yeah.
That's the last element that we need from
Yes.
you.
But-
That would push you.
But it would take a very beautiful woman to make me do some of the food stuff.
Okay. Let's Katharine Hepburn.
Kevin Hepburn now?
No. So do you this is why I disagree. One time Brad has he's expanded his palate.
Yep.
Still doesn't like spicy things.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
When we did a challenge with ghost pepper and something else.
Very spicy wings.
Very, very, very spicy wings, to the point where if you touched your cheeks would burn.
Yes.
Right? We did a challenge together when we were, I don't know what that sound is.
Okay.
We did a challenge together for Bonehead's Wing Bar in Warwick, Rhode Island. Great guys, no longer open, but great people there. And the challenge that we came up with was that we were making a commercial and each of us had to say 6 sentences.
Yeah.
But you had to eat a wing, like a ghost pepper and something else wing. The name was Hell's Bells. And then say your line.
Yes.
And we wrote each other's lines.
Yes.
So it'd be like, chomp, chomp, chomp. Oh my God, this is so hot. Come to Boneheads. We have trivia every Wednesday.
All of your lines were Smash Mouth references.
That was Brad's joke on me.
It's a great one.
It's a great joke. And when we did this, I was freaking out.
Yeah, you were such a baby about it.
Oh, I was a baby.
Yeah.
Maybe we can re-upload to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do that. Maybe we'll do a little intro for it at the end of this. And yeah, we'll put it out this Friday. We'll put up the video of what we did.
Okay.
Or, you know what's better? We'll put it at the very end of this episode.
Yes.
So continue after the episode. We'll go right into the Boneheads Wing Challenge.
Yes.
So we did this thing, and I was freaking out. We had mugs of milk.
Yeah, I was embarrassed to be seen with you.
I was covering mine with buffalo sauce. Do you remember? It was disgusting.
Gross.
And then I was drinking it, and there was buffalo or ghost pepper in the thing.
Yeah.
Brad, explain to him how you did. Tell the audience.
I prepared like a maniac. My stomach, my soul, I wrote my will. I went to a 3-day silence retreat to
Yes.
center my chakras.
Yes.
And then ate these 6 wings. And it was a thing where
By the way, I prepared just as much as
you
Brad.
did not. You got there and you're like, I guess I'll eat a banana. And that day,
No, I had a Pepto-Bismol. I had a
banana. I had more Pepto.
I had a banana beforehand.
Ate some tinfoil to line my stomach.
I ate a banana beforehand and Pepto-Bismol. And as soon as we finished, I ate a second banana, had more Pepto-Bismol. That's what you did.
I think but I prepped during the day to let the banana have time to hit my stomach.
Okay. I thought it was better towards it, but you might be right.
I did some preparation, and so we started, and I was like, all right, I just want to get through this.
Yeah.
And I thought the rule was that we don't get to take a drink until after the challenge is done, which is why I wrote some of the lines the way I did.
That was the rule. I just broke it right away.
Immediately.
Which usually I like to break rules because it's fun, and I like to make you watch me break rules, and I like to pull you into rule breaking because you're a rule meister.
And
However, this rule needed to be broken based on my level of pain.
right, but I was eating the same wings, and I didn't break the rule. So
This is my point.
I
This is my Fear Factory
ate the
point.
wing, I said my thing, and then I'm trying to.
I ate the wing. I said my thing.
I did my ding.
Yeah.
And we went back and forth, and I did not freak out as much as Chuck did.
Not whatsoever.
So I think, Chuck knows how to play it up for the camera. I just wanted to be done with the task.
I think what you did, go ahead.
Also, Chuck is an external processor. So if we walk outside and it's cold, Chuck's like, ooh, it's really cold out here. Can you believe how cold it is? Isn't that interesting? Whereas I am more internal than external processing, where I walk outside, I'm like, it's freaking cold out here.
In your head.
In my head. I don't say
Yeah.
it out loud.
Yeah, Brad,
So you're externally processing the heat from these wings.
to be clear too, I can ask Brad a question and he won't even answer. That's how internal he is. No joke at all.
Very true.
Or we're driving in the car and I'm like, man, I love this song. What do you think? And Brad will be like, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm enjoying the song. Or I'm not enjoying the song.
Brad's on mushrooms.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah.
Mushrooms. Yeah, Fear Factor. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
And I don't mean psychedelic mushrooms. I mean like pizza mushrooms.
Portobello's.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, but I don't know if it was that because I wasn't really playing it up that much. I mean, maybe I was a little bit, but my mouth and my cheeks, wherever I touched, was in pain.
Yeah.
My lips were in
I
pain.
say in the video, my beard hurts because I felt pain coming through the little hairs of my face.
Yes, I hear that.
Yeah.
But it was insane how you were able to handle them. I was freaking out the whole time. I'm a baby. My girlfriend broke up with me. The owners of Boneheads were disgusted. They tried to kick us out. Jim Nellis was there and he threw up.
Yeah. They tried to kick you out. They tried to canonize me.
Yeah, that's right. They were building. They were like chiseling a statue at the same time as they were kicking me out.
Yeah.
They went back, chisel out, chisel out. Yeah, they pulled the Fred Flintstone on me.
Yes.
That's what I say. Wait, is it Fred or is it?
Doesn't he get thrown out at some point?
I thought it was a saber-toothed tiger that throws him out.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I ate the Brontosaurus ribs. So
Too spicy.
you conducted yourself like it didn't fucking phase you a bit.
Yeah, it was very boring on camera. Yes.
No, it was a great dynamic between us, and it was funny. Like one of the best scenes, I think, is me desperately going into the bathroom and going, and I'm washing water on my face, and I'm like trying to get it off me, and I'm pulling it off, and I'm like, I'm doing it. Then it shows Brad go into the bathroom slowly. He takes a paper towel, he wets it, he dabs his face, and it's like it's a great dichotomy.
It hurt so much.
Is that a good dichotomy? Is that the right word?
So
It was great. It was a great dynamic too. Dynamic, dichotomy, a lot of dies. So we were rolling dice to see who eats the next wing.
One of them
Not
died.
sure. Yeah, one of us died. Like, we dyed your shirt because you took those mushrooms. Yeah. So you killed it. Why does that not translate to the Fear Factory?
I think the Factory of Fear, where fears are factored,
Yes.
I think it's more like this stuff it's spicy. Okay, you can do, but the idea of like reacting to stench,
Yeah.
I think I would have more trouble with, where they're like, hey, these are pickled, and knowing the source, where like these are pickled pig penises.
Yeah.
And like thinking about that as I go to eat, or the smell or whatever. And it's weird because I think watching it on TV, I'm a little grossed out on some of the food challenges, but part of it is like people eat these things in other parts of the world. And also the producers aren't going to serve you anything that's going to like cause you long-term damage.
Yeah.
And so you really have to psychologically get over those hurdles
Yes.
and choke down whatever it is. But I am such a my gag reflex is so attuned to texture that I think if I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drink this pig penis smoothie, and then like I get a lump and it's a pig testicle, like I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
And not because I'm thinking about it, but because that's my body's visceral reaction to it.
So you think you could kind of turn off your taste buds and power through it if you didn't have the gag reflex?
The texture, yeah.
Wow. And so chicken wings, you're like, I eat chicken wings,
Yeah.
but just not super spicy
I'm
ones.
like, people eat spicier food than this, and also it's such a short thing. I think the filming time was 20 minutes. We probably edited it down to about 15.
Yeah.
And once I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's no, I definitely felt it work its way through my body the next day.
Yeah.
But then I was fine.
Yeah.
And so it's yeah. I think about the times I've struggled with heights.
Yes.
I don't like being up high and looking down.
Even though you skydove.
Yes. But the idea of like walking to the edge of a building,
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Oh, that scares the shit out of me too. I get the feeling in my stomach and I go,
Yeah.
yeah.
When we went to Toronto a few years back with our buddy Steve Gris, we went up in CN Tower.
CN Tower.
It's very, 1,300 feet in the air.
Yeah. Big needle at the top.
Yeah.
Like the Space Needle, but
In
Canada.
Yeah. I'll let it go. And you can stand on glass and look down.
Yeah.
And the glass is super thick, it's high strength, it's tempered, and the opening is narrow enough that even if the glass disappeared, if a wizard cast a spell to make the glass disappear, all you have to do is put your arms out a little bit and you're going to catch yourself and not fall through.
Yeah.
I was okay with that. I didn't enjoy it. It's a weird sensation. Chuck,
Terrified.
Oh,
I hated it. I was like, we're walking on glass.
Yeah.
You ever see the prank online where they walk on grass and it's a glass and it's a screen and it has all the cracks in it and people go, ow.
yes.
Yeah, I would freak out if that was me. Yeah, so I was thinking about the wing challenge and I was like, maybe Brad would kill it on Fear Factor.
I think I'd struggle with the food ones.
Yeah.
And like I've watched one episode of the Fear Factor House,
Yes.
Knoxville. And I'm like, oh, all right, I could do some of this. There's an element of a social game like Survivor to it.
Yeah.
I think I'd struggle with that.
Yeah.
But then it's like, all right, catch the pig's head and then go in a gross dumpster and find a pig's head. And,
I think you could do that easy.
I think I could do it, but can I do it faster? Because there's an element of luck. And,
I think
as far as like getting over it, when I worked as an electrician's apprentice for a summer, there was a bacteria pond on site.
Oh God.
It's huge.
That was the name of it?
That was like this little area.
Like there's like Lover's Lane.
bacteria pond.
Yeah, bacteria
At this
pond.
foreign producing plant.
It's
I was like, hey, can I work on Lover's Lane today? They're like, no.
By the way, it's a beautiful pond. It's completely clean. It was just John Bacteria found it.
No, it's gross and it smells terrible. First of all,
Yeah.
the whole plant smells terrible, but
Yeah.
especially this part smells terrible.
Yeah.
But you get used to it. It becomes sub-olfactory. It's
God.
yeah, it was a lot. So, when I'm not trying to eat right there.
Yeah.
First time in
Yeah.
front of cameras and
Yeah.
babes. I don't know. I struggled with heights. I think we did like a ropes course challenge, and it was one where you have to climb a tree that has been debranched. And so it's essentially like a telephone pole, and then get to the top of a telephone pole, very smallish circle. And I got up there and,
Wow.
and you have to like kind of take this a little leap of faith to get both feet on top of this thing so you can stand up and then jump for a trapeze.
How high?
Oh boy, probably 30 feet.
And where was this again? Sorry.
This is at a ropes course.
Okay. And do you have a harness?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're safe if you fall, but I got up there and my back locked up, and I don't know how much was psychological and how much
Right.
was physical, but I was like, oh, like I'm in physical pain right now.
So what happened? You know what?
I was like-
cliffhanger. I think you should open the show because we're 15 minutes in.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Funbearable. I'm Brad Rohr.
And I'm Chuck, the hot sauce pussy Staten.
Yeah.
Which is very accurate, as you'll see at the end of the episode. All right, so continue. Your back locks up.
I was like, hey, I'm like, hey, I need to come down. And they're like, no, you can do it. You can do it. I'm like, this isn't a challenge by choice scenario.
Yeah.
This is, I physically cannot move.
Yeah.
And, and I feel bad because this is with like RA training and everything. So I'm in front of 20 something people.
You did pretty well though already. I don't know if I could do that.
So many other people have gotten up there. Classy Chad Kafka, longtime friend of the pod.
Yeah.
I don't know. He definitely made it up. I don't know if he grabbed the trapeze that year or if the next year they did it when I wasn't there that he grabbed the trapeze or claims to have grabbed the trapeze. But yeah, it's weird because there were so many other things that I had no problem with.
Yeah.
But this specifically, like where I have one foot on top of the pole and, I'm holding on with my hands and I need to like basically push up,
Yeah.
keep my balance and get my right foot on the pole or whatever. And I physically could not do it. And I felt like such a failure.
Oh, come on.
Even though, who cares?
Yes.
If you were to ask the people who were there with me that year, it was like, oh, who did what on the thing? I doubt any of them remember how I did.
Yeah,
because everyone
for
was
sure.
so focused on themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. Have you done like a ropes course? I mean, I've done so many like little trainings.
No, I haven't done anything like that. I haven't done a rock climb. I haven't done a rope course. I haven't done what's another R? I didn't run a marathon.
Okay.
I didn't write a novel. I see.
Didn't do any arithmetic.
Yeah.
There was one challenge. There's two trees and there's like two ropes that are high up on this side and then they swoop down and they're low on this side. And there's one rope that is high up on this side and comes down and it's low on this side. And you have to like traverse,
Yep.
get from one tree to the other. And it's about like, oh, you're walking and I'm like, oh, I went upside down and I commandoed, but then I had to get back up.
How old were you?
So 21, 22. You
Wow.
have to do it. We did a ropes course at Arkansas. I would have been 26 at the time, 26-ish. And there was a thing called the wall. And it's a wall that's probably 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
And you have to, the whole team has to get up and over the wall. But only like two people can be at the top at a time. And you can only be up there for a certain number, whatever.
Yeah.
And so two of us were at the bottom of the wall and we would help lift people up
Yeah.
to somebody who's stronger at the top of the wall.
Yeah.
It's about communication and teamwork and all that stuff. And so then I was the next to last to go up to the wall. And that was challenging.
Oh,
But then Peter Chu, no one was at the base of the wall helping him. And he ran up the wall and grabbed our hands and we pulled him up.
yeah.
Pulled him up and over the wall. And it's weird because, like, not everyone has the same level of athleticism
Yeah.
or desire to do it.
Yeah.
And
By the way, Peter Chu, that was his nickname because he had, what's it called in your lip?
chaw, yeah.
Chaw. Yeah. That's constantly this guy. He didn't have any teeth left. Yeah, he's from the top of the rope course.
Like, a genuinely good person.
Yeah. You could, hey, what are you saying about Chaw people? Choctaws. That's different.
Yes, it does.
A Choctaw with how much chaw?
Yeah.
Choctaw.
Chew.
If a Choctaw could chew. Now that's not bad. Let me write this down.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yep. Call Alan Jackson. But yeah, it was It's a fun thing. I like doing a ropes course,
Yes.
but the last one I did was probably 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
But we probably did some at UMass, and
Yeah.
Wes helping me through everything.
So to me, I disagree with your social thing. I think if you were in the Fear Factor house, no one would pick you because you wouldn't be a bad guy.
Oh,
What do you think about that?
a rule meister. They're like, we got to get out of here. We want to break the rules.
Well, they can't really break the rules. But don't you think that? Like, think about how much, because we were watching one episode.
Yeah.
Natalie and I are watching it, and there was like this guy, they think he's a dick. This guy's a dick for this reason.
Yeah.
And they just have different levels of dick. You'd be the guy that no one ever picks.
They have different levels of dick. You, no dick.
yeah, barely a dick.
Yeah.
I can't even use a magnifying glass. So you would be like the opposite of a dick. So I think people would be like, I'm not throwing that guy out. A. B, you could do all the physical challenges, it sounds like, pretty much.
I would put in my best effort to do the physical challenge.
Well, and not all of it is speed.
Yeah.
It's like some people freak out.
Yeah.
Like we were watching one where a horse pulls you and stuff like that. I think the girl that let go is just freaking out.
Yeah.
I think you could do that. I mean, it's harder to do the shuffleboard part because you had to slide your body to like a shuffleboard thing to get points. And then one of them is you got in a suit and you had to swing and crash through this wall of cardboard boxes that was on fire.
Yeah.
You could do that.
I'd love to do that.
Right?
I would do it this afternoon.
Right.
You
And
know what? Let's go fill it in the parking lot.
All right, I'll ask you this one. One of them was they had to go through a tank of snakes, which are obviously snakes that are not going to bite you.
Right.
Or if they do, it's like
not venomous.
de-teeth or de-teethed or something like that. Or maybe, like I saw my old buddy Tom, get bit by a snake one time, and it was a snake with no teeth.
Yeah.
That no one de-teethed it, which I don't even know if that's a word.
I think defanged is what you're
Defanged. But it didn't have any teeth. And no one defanged this thing. It was just a pet. Go through there. Then you go through, I'm trying to think of what it was. It was snakes. And then like, I think it was like water with like, I don't know, meat, whatever, like gross meat.
Right.
Then you go into the last thing and it's an iguana, which to me, an iguana is a non-issue.
Right.
It wasn't like running around. It's just like, you know how you see iguanas and they're pretty docile?
Yeah.
It was just like that. But there was a bunch of dead rats and you had to pick up one by the tail with your mouth and pull it all the way back through the whole thing and put it in a bucket.
Yeah.
Could you do that? It's in your teeth. It's not in your throat.
I think psychologically, it's a big barrier to be like, oh, I'm like, this is carry on. And then to physically do it, because if you lose it in the moist meat section,
Yeah.
how are you going to get it back?
Well, one guy did, he was doing it with his teeth.
Yep.
And that was the rule. It was by the tail.
Yep.
He got back into the snake pit, which is the last thing, and it broke and the mouse fell off, or the rat. And he had the tail in his mouth, put his hand underwater, picked up the rat with his mouth, went out, put it in the thing, and they were like, doesn't count. You have to do the tail.
Yeah.
So he had to go back and try to do another one. So I think you could do the physical stuff. I think you could handle the social stuff. Maybe you could psych yourself up enough for the gross stuff.
I think physically my body would react poorly to the gross stuff.
Yeah, it's tough. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue.
If you were like, eat this BLT with mayonnaise, couldn't do it.
What? And then it has the extreme music, dun 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 dun, and you're just like, huh, huh. And he's trying to wipe the mayonnaise. They're like, you can't wipe the mayonnaise.
You say I couldn't wipe the mayonnaise?
Yeah, but the Fear Factory house, I don't know. I was watching it, and you always kind of go like, could I do this? Could I do this? Everything except stuff that goes in my mouth, I think I'm pretty good at.
Yeah.
Like one of them was that they were in like a pit, and they were filling it with concrete. And when it got up to your face, because you're laying down flat,
Yep.
you have to work as a team to get these bars off you so that you can sit up and then do another bar, do another bar, do another bar. And I was like, I could do this because I know there's no way they're putting these people in danger.
Right.
Which is similar to what you're talking about with the drinking stuff. They're not going to give you stuff that's like, well, now you have listeria or whatever. You know what I mean? It's somehow figured out what's safe and what's not. But yeah, mouth, like right now, I'm a little like, ooh, I'm a little like not nauseous in my stomach, but I can feel the gag reflex in my mouth just thinking about everything.
Interesting.
But Yeah, I was thinking about it because of the wing thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think about even, I had an MRI several years ago. Jeff and I had back surgery, not together, but similar.
It was within 6 weeks.
Yeah. And I bet
Chuck and I had back surgery.
but we thought it would be fun. Elective. No,
We thought it would bond us more.
had discs in our back.
Yeah.
But I was going in for my MRI, and it's in the basement of this tall building.
Yeah.
And as they slide me in there
Yeah.
for my half-hour procedure,
Yeah.
I start thinking, if this building collapses,
Yeah.
I'm dead. I'm gonna die in here slowly.
Why are we thinking that? That's an interesting
Who
one.
knows? But then it's kind of repeating to myself, like, that's ridiculous. Why would I think this? Why would I think this now? What are the odds? The building, and kind of psyching myself.
Hold on.
I psyched myself out. Then I had to psych myself back in.
Listen. I'm taking you all out.
Yeah.
And I'm going with you. Who is that? Who's out there? Hello? Chuck save me.
Turn on light 105.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I don't like the MRI with it's like this and it's like that close to your face.
Loud.
Oh, it scares me a lot. Now they have ones that are open in the back because I guess they used to not be open in the head. I've only had those.
I think I had a closed MRI back in 2001 for my first back surgery.
Yeah.
And that was also, I couldn't lie still.
Yeah.
And so the procedure took at least twice as long as normal.
Yeah.
I was sobbing by the end of it because they're like you have to lay still.
Oh, and you were in pain.
And they're like, we need you to lie flat. I'm like, I physically cannot.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
That happened to me when I was like, the disc pain is like I can't even explain how intense it is, but I will say this. Mick Foley, he's this wrestler. He had his ear torn off his body in Germany. He fell through this cage. He went off this cage twice. That was like, the first fall had to be at least 25 feet. He was thrown from it and he landed on this table. Second fall was an accident. He fell in the ring. A steel chair fell and hit him in the face and knocked out all his teeth. And one of his teeth was coming through his sinuses, through his nose. His rib, I think, went through his kidney or something like that. All this terrible shit. Years of this. He had C4 exploding death matches in Japan. He said, you know what hurt the most? Bulging disc.
Yeah.
Out of all those things. So the pain level is outrageous.
Yeah.
And I had a similar situation where I was in the hospital last time.
After your C4 exploding death match.
Yes, where I couldn't put my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Whatever, because it's different things for different people affect their nerves in different ways. For me at that time, I couldn't put my feet on the ground. So I stayed in a bed for 7 days. And if you're wondering, how did you shower and shit? Neither. Yeah. They didn't give me a sponge bath. I don't know why. It might be because they looked at me and said, no, thank you. Yeah. And I just...
The nurses are drawing straws.
Oh!
And that nurse is like, I got the short straw. She runs, dives out the window.
They're playing Fear Factory. So, no! So, there was that. I didn't eat because I didn't want to have to go to the bathroom. I didn't get up and do it. I just had my little pee thing, So, my feet couldn't hit the ground, or else the pain was like a 10. I was laying down and the pain was fine. And I was being shot up with Dilaudid.
Yes.
Dilaudid. So... they're like, we're going to do this thing, which is a common thing where they go into your spine with a needle and they use cortisone.
Cool. Yes.
I think it's cortisone.
Shot, yeah.
A cortisone shot into your disc. So they have to put you on a table, put an x-ray on you, like an x-ray. I don't know how they do it. But then the doctor looks at a screen and he takes the needle and he slowly puts it into the disc through your vertebrae.
Yep.
It sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's actually... not that bad.
Yeah.
They give you a shot first, which hurts more than the thing. So, they're like, you're going to go get a cortisone shot because, we're going to try, they try everything before surgery. So I went, they put me in a wheelchair and I didn't know how it would go. I'm like going so slow.
Yeah.
I get off the bed, I put the thing up, I get in the wheelchair and I'm like, okay, I try to keep my feet kind of hovering above the pedals because I don't know what's going to happen. They bring me to the table and they're like, you have to bend over this table. And I'm like, okay. And I bent over the table and the pain went to the 10. And I was like, and I was screaming, literally like screaming from pain, which has not happened to me many times in my life. I'm like, I can't do this. And the doctor goes, hey, calm down. He goes, if we don't do this right now, you're going to go through this again.
Yeah.
So let's do this right now. And I was like this. And like, they have to be still because they're putting a needle in my spine.
Yep.
And you hope they don't hit other things and make you paralyzed, all that nonsense. Whatever. And so I had to just grit my teeth and bear it. And you know what I mean? They gave me a swig of whiskey. They put a belt in my mouth.
Yep.
They didn't give me any painkillers. 10 people held me down.
You're throwing a frisbee, hitting a gun.
Yeah.
CZ Top is there playing.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. How strump is this style on it?
So it was hell. But I did it, and they wheeled me back up to the room. And so
See, it's weird because I'd rather have that. Again, 2000, back surgery number 1.
yeah.
They're like, they were doing an exam. First of all, nurse, attractive.
Oh, that's the worst.
They're like,
you want
take your shirt off. And I'm like, no.
the ugliest old man nurse you've ever seen.
So-
He's like, I'm blind. And you're like, all right, wash my dick.
They're like, we're going to bring in a class of med students.
Oh, I had a med student and she was so attractive. And they're like, turn over. And I know that my prick and my nutsack just went like, and I'm like, no. And plus I'm unshowered. I smell like shit.
There's like 14 people there. I'm sure, like I'm of the same age as these people.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
so sorry. I'm so out of shape.
I know, my anus, my loose goopy anus. Remember you said that?
Yeah.
You had the shirt made?
I did.
Yeah, sorry about my loose goopy.
It's weird because when
Goopy was so much bigger. The text was bigger.
I was being wheeled in for my back surgery, I was like, I'm so sorry about like all these people are here for my dumb back. And they're like, it's okay. And I'm like, you haven't even started the anesthesia yet. This is just how I talk.
Yeah.
How do you think about it? Something was probably going on. And then I went in for my colonoscopy before they put me under. I'm like, hey, I just want to say I'm so sorry for my dumb butt. And he's
that's Brad's version of goopy anus.
I'm like, it's in such bad shape. They're like, we know. You've been on clearing out medicine for the past 24 hours. We've seen some stuff.
And dumb, very generous. You're being generous about dumb.
Dumb goopy butt.
My dumb goopy. Why did we get into this topic of our pain? Let's see. Climbing the thing, rope course, Fear Factory.
Yeah.
Oh, cement. That was the last thing I said. Anyway.
Yeah.
I think you'd do better on Fear Factory of Factory Fear than you think you would.
Thank you.
I think that you'd socially kill it. I think the physical stuff you would do. Fastest is tough.
Fastest is tough.
Fastest is tough.
Athleticism.
I'm going to ask you about animals. Could you walk through rats?
Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy it.
Snakes?
Yeah, I get it. The same thing. Where
An iguana in the corner that does nothing.
I'll say this. In the context of, hey, this is a filmed, produced TV show.
Yes.
Yes, but if there were snakes between the door of the common connection and my car, I'm here now.
Yeah. This is my new home.
This is just where I live.
Then you take one of the snakes and she's rosy too. Yeah. No, I think you could do everything besides the eating stuff, mouth stuff. Still making me nauseous a little bit in my mouth. And I think I might clash with some of these people.
I don't know.
Especially Jaylene. I don't like Jaylene on this show. I mean, I like her, but I don't like her attitude.
Okay.
I think she's flirting with guys. She's playing people.
Manipulating?
I think she's a manipulator.
That's another thing. I would be manipulated immediately.
Come on, Jaylene. And you're holding hands with her and walking down the beach. You're like... Bradley Parton.
Sorry, just another dumb reality show.
Yeah.
Daisy of Love was
Oh, no, that's a good one. Yeah.
a dating show in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I one of the guys that was, attempting to woo Daisy,
Yeah.
like slept outside her bedroom door one night.
Oh, good God. And he listened to her bang someone.
Listened to her bang someone, but it was so pathetic. Like, I'm a pathetic guy around women I'm interested in, but this guy, even I was like, that's a bridge too far, my man.
Yeah, you're a level 7 and he's a level 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I think so. We're going by 20.
Yeah. Also, a different guy wrote her a song, which is why that came to mind.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, of course it's in drop D. Yeah.
He's trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Fuck drop D.
Crunchy riffs.
Yeah. Unless you're a metal band, you can go drop
Yeah,
D.
he was a metal guy.
Okay. Atreyu,
Yeah.
I like that. If I gave you pretty enough words, would you paint a picture of us at work?
Did you think of Bulgonia?
But yeah, I wanted to ask you that. It just came up when we were watching it, and I was like, I don't know how Brad would fare. And then the chicken wing thing kind of came to me as we were watching this, and I was like a little bit surprised.
I like that you were like, what was my cold open? All right, I got my cold open, and we've done 35 minutes on the topic of your cold open.
Well, it's an interesting topic.
The idea of, it's weird because the fears I have
Yes.
aren't necessarily the ones that can be reflected in Fear Factor.
No, it's like talking to a pretty girl,
Talking to a police officer.
having a heart issue. Remember you like had an abnormal thing and you were worried about it for a long time?
That's another medical thing.
Talking to a police officer.
They're like, it's a Menzinger's reference. They're like, all right, we're going to put nitroglycerin in you.
Yes.
And they're like, it's going to feel like you peed your pants. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. And I'm lying on my back. It felt like I diarrheaed in the pants because that's where all the heat gathered.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Your MRI machine's getting ruined.
Yes. It was, yeah.
I had the dye.
I was okay, but it was not a fun situation, not a great sensation.
Yeah, I had the dye. And it was funny. One time, so I had a similar thing as you where I went to the doctor and my doctor goes, and I'll tell you the story in a second. He goes, yeah, your heart like rhythm is a little bit weird. Like, look at this. And it had the little chart. He's like, I don't think it's anything, but do you want to go to a specialist and just make sure?
Yep.
Whenever a doctor tells me to do a thing, I just do it.
Yep.
I'm one of those people that's like, there's people in my family that have had health issues, and I'm like, I'm staying on top of everything.
Exactly.
I went to my doctor one time and I said, test me for everything that you can. I know sometimes some tests are like, when you turn 40, we do this. When you turn 50, I'm like, do them all. I want to catch everything early.
I thought you had an ectopic pregnancy.
Yeah. And I started doing this probably like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So whenever I get my test results, when I go to the doctors, it's 37 things.
Right.
Literally, snoogans. And so one time he said that thing. I went to the heart specialist. He's like, he goes, why don't you go on this treadmill and you can run until you can't, and we'll see how well your heart does.
Yeah.
I maxed out the treadmill.
Yeah.
So they're like, we can't really tell anything. They're like, do you want to go get a heart MRI? Or it's called something like
EKG.
Yeah, something.
EEG.
And you have to go in a machine that's similar.
Yeah.
And I got there and they're like, hey, we're going to give you the dye. And I'm like, what is it? And they're like, you have to give an IV. And I'm like, I'm not taking an IV. And they're like, you got it. And I'm like, no. They're like, all right, get in the machine. Got in the machine. I went back to the doctor. They're like, we can't tell anything. You didn't take the dye. And I'm like, I'm not taking the dye. And so then I forgot what test he did. It was an actual EKG. The one before this was like basically a cardiovascular MRI. Does that sound right?
It could be.
Something like that. Yeah. Anyways, they did the EKG and he goes, huh. I'm like, what? He goes, there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
I don't even see the thing.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay. Went back to my original doctor for my next checkup and he did the heart thing again. He goes, huh. I'm like, what? He goes, I don't see that thing anymore. He goes, and he goes, I told you it was nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
But I was working. I was at a full-time job.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you have a musical heart.
They were like, you have a broken heart. And you're like, oh my God, I got to go to a specialist. Yeah. They're like, no. We can just tell your heart is broken.
They did this and, they did it's like an ultrasound of my heart.
Yes, maybe that's what it was.
Again, super attractive technician. And I'm like laying shirt off. She had to rub gel on my chest. And I'm like,
What do you think about this? So female cops have to frisk women. Is that correct? Like if you're a male cop, you're not allowed to?
Yeah.
What if, new hospital policy, female doctors and nurses can only treat, no, not only treat, but like if it becomes to an intimate thing where you're naked, they can only deal with women.
No.
And then male doctors, and they have to be over 80, they have to have glaucoma, so they're not really seeing the whole penis thing.
I definitely want blind doctors. Check up all stuff.
They got glaucoma, so they just have to go like this and look around the Glock.
Mr. Magoo situation.
Yeah.
Dr. Magoo.
He's like, sorry, my Glock is acting up. You know what I mean? That's not bad.
Also, I've been at,
Or is that a Dr. Genius idea?
it's a Dr. Genius idea. I was giggling because and she's like, what's so funny? I'm like, draw me like one of your French girls. And I'm
You said that?
yeah, because I think it's funny. And then I was like, how you handle this with like boobs?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. And I got to imagine she's working with, people of all different body shapes, sizes,
Yeah.
types, whatever. And she's like, you rub the gel on and you move the thing around.
You said that?
Yeah.
You said the boob thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're an interesting guy when you get with other people. You're bolder than I am.
No.
Yes. You want to know what I do in those situations?
Nothing.
I hit the hack.
Yeah.
I hit that like a hack joke where it's like today I was at 7 Stars and I hit the hack. I go like this. I go, I might get something for my friend. And I was looking at everything. And to be honest, one of the reasons I didn't is because it was all fruit and cream cheese stuff that was left.
Thank you.
There was, I think you could have done with the cookies where there's just a little raspberry heart in the middle.
Yeah, eat around it.
Yeah, I think you could. And then I lick the raspberry and then you eat the rest.
Yep.
And I said, should I get it for him? And I was looking around and I kind of made the decision in my head, oh, he's not really going to love these.
Yeah.
And I'm like this, you know what? He doesn't deserve it. And I said that and she's like, ah! And like, I don't know if that's hack, but like, it's just such an easy joke. Right. It's such a dumb little thing. That's as far as I'll go.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're sitting back, your testicles are swinging, and you're like, what do you do about titties over here? And I'm like, what the hell?
First of all, my pants were on. The testicles were swinging. Pants were on.
Oops.
It was just such a weird, awkward, funny situation.
Yeah.
And then I
mean, if she's cool with it, that's great.
they had like, so she left the room. There were Post-it notes by the, like over the sink or counter or whatever.
Yeah.
And I took one and check out the Chuck and Brad podcast. I wrote on the Post-it note and then posted it up and then went and sat back down.
That's funny.
Added it to it for the future. And I'm like,
that's funny.
I don't get to see this pay off.
Yeah, that's really funny.
At some point, somebody's going to be like, what the heck?
That's really funny. I did it not similar, but I had another issue with a hospital or doctor. I was in the doctor's waiting room. The doctor comes in. I don't think this was this doctor, but I'll include this. I have a doctor named Carrie Ann, and she's awesome. She's hilarious. She's like, so what are you doing? What are you doing here? What's going on? What's wrong with you?
Love it.
And I'm like, nothing. I'm just doing my checkup. She goes, looking at your test. You're doing all right, kid. You do whatever you're doing. You keep doing it, okay?
Right.
And I'm like, and she goes, you want me to check your penis? Do you want me to check it, or do you want to? You don't want to check it. You don't want me to check it. And I'm like, don't check my penis. Yeah. And she's like, all right, your penis stays safe for another time. And so, that's how she really is.
Yeah.
You want me to check your penis?
She's got Edward Scissorhands. Check your penis.
yeah. She's Dr. Octopus. So she's cool. This story didn't happen with her, but one time I went to the doctor's. It was a more serious thing in the hospital. And I was sitting there and there's like computers everywhere. There's screens. You don't know what's going on. And sometimes you ever somewhere and like all of a sudden the screensaver goes off for some reason and like the actual screen comes up. Yes. Screensaver went off and I looked. Old woman X-ray and you could see her complete vagina in the X-ray. And I'm like, I definitely should not be seeing this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm sure that this is an accidental violation of privacy. And so I'm like, maybe I should go on the computer and get rid of it. So that way her vagina is not exposed to others.
Yeah, for that guy.
Right?
Yep.
I accidentally screen grabbed, right?
Yep.
I hit to the printer, which goes to every printer in the building.
Several compounding mistakes here.
Really bad. No, but I was like, for a second, I thought about the idea of like, should I take this off the screen? And then I was like, no way. I'm going to hit something crazy. Sure. It is going to print.
You're going to order some kind of procedure.
Yeah, delippage. Yeah. That's what I wrote in her chart. Yep. They're like, okay. The blind doctor went in there.
Yeah, Dr. Magoo.
Yeah, Dr. Magoo. But yeah, so some funny things at the doctor's. I have no idea. Where did this go? Cement. Back problem. How did that go? Is it just because your back problem could happen at the Fear Factor maybe?
Yep.
Who knows? We love a little trail. You know the road less traveled?
Yeah.
That's the road we take.
Yeah, that's the only road we travel on.
Is that Frost? Is that the Frostbite?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's the Frost man.
He loved being called Frostbite.
The Frostbite. So the road less traveled, do we do that with like the side roads, or is the road less traveled just you're a good guy?
I think it's side roads. I think it's the idea.
I take the road less traveled
that
by.
made all the difference.
What do you think that means?
Well, I think there is a conventional way of thinking.
Okay. I don't have that.
Nope. And I think that, as you approach these situations in your life, you can do what everyone else does,
Ooh.
or you can take a different road. That makes all the difference.
I've definitely taken the road less traveled. Would you say that?
Oftentimes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever gotten on the other road. I don't know if I've gotten that busy road.
I'm a highway guy.
Yeah.
We got an expressway, 6 lanes.
Fuck that road.
In lockstep with everyone else.
I'm just following orders.
Yes.
Whatever they are.
Yep.
That's really funny.
Question.
Yeah, you put on your blinders. Yeah, man.
Bradley Lagoon.
Yeah. I know we already told our spine story. Well, we told the Chuck and Brad podcast. I think we've talked about it on Funbearable as well. So we don't want to bore anyone, although I don't think we repeated anything. But yeah, man, I don't know. I was thinking about all that stuff. I'm thinking about fears. You know what? Emotional fear factor.
That would be
hilarious.
I mean, that's a word. That would be challenging.
Emotional fear, because that's what we were talking about a second ago.
Yeah.
Commitment. How would they do emotional fear factor commitment?
I don't.
Oh, I know how.
Okay.
You get like
long taping.
Okay, you get a. How can I put the? Ugly Betty.
Yes.
Was she ugly?
No.
No. Why'd they call her that?
Because I think they made her up to look less attractive, but like a total babe in real life.
Yeah, that happens. They made fun of it in another teen movie.
Yes.
Let's say who has been made up to be ugly, like pretty good, and they look ugly. Marlon Wayans in White Chicks.
I don't know where you're going with it.
Okay, who's been made up to be ugly and they looked ugly?
I mean, Marlon Wayans in White Chicks.
That's true, but I need an actual lady.
Oh,
hey, how about Drew Barrymore at the beginning of Never Been Kissed?
Sure.
Maybe.
I would have said Charlize Theron in the movie Monster.
Yeah. Okay, here's what happens. Okay, an emotional fear factor. So you go into this house.
Hello.
It's all men.
Yeah.
They're all kind of burly and cool and like way cooler than you. And so they're like basically like 12 of me.
Yeah.
And so
Burly.
yeah. What does burly mean? Manly?
I think of like
Jumberjack?
barrel chested. Yeah.
Oh, I just heard my back crack a lot. Did you hear it?
Physical pain. Moving my shoulder blades closer together.
From attempting to be burly. So all these burly guys. Monster comes in.
It's okay.
Charlize Theron from Monster.
Yeah.
And
Serial killer, by the way.
okay, well,
yeah.
So you're attracted to danger. I am not.
No.
So she, out of all the girls, she is like, Brad, wow, you're so cool. And like the Fear Factor producers give her all the information. She's like, I love the Chicago Bears.
Oh, wow, I'm in.
I love sitting at home and being depressed.
Yep.
I love playing Valorant and reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. And I have all these signed Stephen King books, similar to you.
Joe signed Stephen King books.
Joe Hill.
But if she had signed Stephen King books, we could merge our collection.
Yeah. And so she has everything. And you like her.
Yep.
And so you guys get together and she's like, listen, Brad, I know we're on this fear factor, emotional fear factor, which you probably would make you a little bit suspicious. She's like, we're on emotional fear factor. Yeah. Will you, we don't have to be serious yet, but can we date exclusively? You know what I mean? Like, just because I don't want there to be any questions about what's going on. I really like you. And you're like, wow. And you like her.
Yeah.
Right.
You're the only woman here. There's 11 burly guys.
And she picked you.
One of them got injured.
Just for putting his shoulders back. Yeah.
And I'm like, but you chose me. So,
yeah.
I guess I'm exclusive by default. You're exclusive by choice.
Yeah, exactly. So this is great. So you're like, yes. Okay. This is emotional fear factor.
Yeah,
don't forget.
I'm still aware of it.
So she's like, listen, she gets kicked off the show because she loses a challenge.
Because she's a serial killer. She's a monster.
The 12 burly men have disappeared and been found in the crawl space. She leaves.
Yeah.
Then your fear of commitment. This is what we're going for.
Yeah, no, I get it.
they'd replace the 12 burly men with 12 fucking babes.
Oh, no.
We're talking Trish Stratus lookalikes, Pamela Anderson and Barbed Wire.
Oh, boy.
All your favorite, Christy Canyon.
Yep, of course.
Everyone you've ever been attracted to in your whole life.
A lot.
Even women that you've tried to date in your younger years, they've only gotten hotter and now they're here.
Good.
They share the same interests too.
Okay.
They're just like that.
Seems like I would suspect a Joe Schmo situation.
You are like a Joe Schmo.
Thank you.
And they're all in bikinis and they're all fighting for your affection.
It was a zip line.
Yeah, they're sleeping outside of your room while you know.
Writing these songs you dropped.
Yeah, right. Commitment issues. You have to face them, right?
Yep.
That's pretty good. Although it's a lot of setup and a lot of show to deal with these commitment issues, I guess.
I'm for it.
I guess you could just get like back rubs and foot rubs and like that's pretty good. Or you could play Twister,
I think that
strip twist. Oh, you could go skinny dipping again like you did that time.
I think I'm not afraid of commitment.
I know. Okay, so
I think it's more, of the two of us.
I'm not afraid of commitment.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll say Single Chuck was afraid of commitment.
Single Chuck.
Well,
that guy is like the devil incarnate.
Not necessarily afraid of commitment, but wasn't interested.
Rejected commitment. I see that. Okay. So that would be kind of too long term of a plan. It would be a Joe Schmo.
Yes.
It'd be fear factor, emotional fear factor,
Meets
dot,
Bachelor.
meets Joe Schmo.
Meets Fear Factor.
Joe Schmo in emotional fear factor. There
we go.
And they turn it into a movie and you're a movie star.
Right.
You're still with Monster.
I'm more afraid of that.
Now
I'm afraid of my own success.
whenever you go anywhere, it's like the fucking Beatles in the 60s. Oh my God.
Oh.
You're on an airplane and you're looking and all the girls are running after you. All right, you're not scared of commitment, so this doesn't work for you.
No.
Okay, you're scared of talking to attractive women. You said police officers, or are you kidding?
In front of a big crowd, a pretty girl or the police. It's a Menzingers line.
Okay, so pretty girl. Well, other emotional issues.
So many. I think more my fear is like unresolved goals,
Ooh,
dying with an unexamined life.
these are really hard to put into a reality show.
Well, there's a reason they haven't.
Okay, so
Letting down my friends and family.
they have someone who you suspect is a serial killer. Right?
Yeah.
And you're interviewing you and they're like, so like, what other things would you like to do before you die? And you're like, I want to write more books. I want to do more of this. I want to become successful in this way. Yeah. And then they corner you and they're like, you didn't do any of that and I'm going to kill you.
Oh boy.
That's your emotional fear.
Situation.
Yeah, but they don't kill you. So I guess it's hard to really create the fear factor aspect.
Really have to go meta.
Talking to a pretty girl is tough. Although that one's probably the closest thing you could do.
It's more talking to a pretty girl in front of you, because no matter what I say, you are going to spike it like a beach volleyball gold medal, and do whatever you can to make yourself look good.
No, not at all.
1,000%.
There was a girl, we won't name her. Do you remember you were trying to talk to her and I said something about you having like some sort of farting issue that was clearly silly?
Yeah.
And then she went into the fact that she like has a farting issue as well.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was bonding. I think so.
Yeah.
Except the fact that yours was fictional and you were like, see you later. No way. I think that you look, here's the thing.
We talked about this in 2008.
Okay.
And you said, yeah, it's not, I'm like, why aren't you a better wingman?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, we learned that we just make fun of each other and seem cool. Like we don't care. And that makes the women like us.
I think it makes you seem more comfortable because when I was younger, I was definitely like, hey, like, so you like, and I would struggle and I would be like, and everything I said, even if I was like doing something and we were like working on a project together or something, you could smell that I was nervous a mile away.
Yeah.
And when I started getting
Because of your nervous farts.
because my nervous farts, my nervous diarrhea, my nervous glaucoma,
My nervous solid.
my nervous glaucoma. Where are you? Who's there? She's like, I'm right here. I go, who's there?
I'm going to check on your baby.
Yeah. Oh, that's a Simpsons joke.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, when I changed to be like, I don't care, I'm gonna be me. It's better to be yourself than to put up a fake version of yourself and then slowly reveal the truth, the terrible truth. And I feel like that was way better with me, with women, was to break down the wall of, I'm scared of you. I hope something happens. I'm really nervous. I think it makes, when you're trying to date someone, I think it makes them feel a little bit of pressure, like of how do I deal with this? Like, even if they're like, kind of like, oh, this guy's a nice guy, there's still some pressure. So I think when I changed, which was after my first relationship, when I was like 21, my first long-term relationship, then it got way easier.
Yeah.
So I think that I like to create that world in terms of whoever is talking to whoever. And I think it goes better. I think it goes way better. In my personal opinion.
Yeah.
So that's why I was doing it.
Well, I think if I'm like, oh, and set someone up with Chuck, I'm like, Chuck, great guy, funny, whatever. And you're like, I'm going to set someone up with Brad, diarrhea.
No, not, I mean, yes, but I'm also like, Brad's the best guy I ever met. I do say all that stuff. What do you think?
I think the diarrhea comes through first, loudest, and stinkiest.
And I'm like, this guy has a diarrhea issue. He's also a good friend.
Yeah.
And I really do think I build you up, though. I build you up, Buttercup.
Thank you.
Yes. I love the idea.
Wait a minute. Why do you?
Because you let me down. But I think emotional fear factor is hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's unfilmable
How about this?
as a concept, though.
Well, how about this? Talking to your parents about sex.
Ooh.
That's an episode that's easy.
Yeah.
That could be done in emotional fear factor.
Yeah.
Oh man, everything else is so long term. It'd be hard to fit into an unscripted reality show. If we're gonna pitch this, we really gotta hammer this out.
All right.
You know what? We're going to come to the table at some point and we're going to hammer out. This episode is called Emotional Fear Factor. Let me write this down. And then it's going to be Emotional Fear Factor Part 2. Emotional Fear Factor. Make sure we do a Part 2 with actual ideas.
Yep.
But yeah, man. So I don't know. I thought that was this the fear factor thing I thought was interesting. And I am happy we're going to throw to the Buffalo thing in a minute because we have, that hasn't been even mentioned on Funbearable very much.
That was a fear. Was like eating the spicy food and, performing.
Yes.
But I think adding the performance aspect made me more likely to complete the task. I think if we went out and you're like, hey, like let's just order 12 spicy wings, we each eat 6. I think I eat 1 wing and I'm like, no, I don't want to do this.
Oh, wow.
Because we were performing much like on the House of Fear Factor show. Then I think having the cameras on adds so much pressure.
Yeah.
And that there's so much the show must go on mentality.
That's great.
That's
a great
to
observation.
do those things.
I
mean, and obviously that's the case for everyone on the show. None of them are going to be like, yeah, I'm going to have a horse drag me 50 yards and then play human shuffleboard after that.
Yeah.
Like in my day-to-day life. But with the cameras on,
yeah, you do
you're
the
more
thing.
likely to try harder.
Yeah, a good example of that is like Weird Al got a call before he went on at some point in time, and he found out that his parents died from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yep.
And that was right before he went on, and he just turned it off and he went and performed.
Yep.
And I'm sure he mourned in his own way and he dealt with all that stuff. But in real life, could he put on a happy face without the performance aspect? You know what I mean? There's a couple of examples of that I know. I remember one of the documentaries that we liked a lot was the Katy Perry Part of Me documentary. Really well done. I really liked it. And at one point, she gets the information that Russell Brand is divorcing her. Yeah. And she's backstage and she's bawling and bawling and bawling. And she goes and gets on her platform to start the concert. It's such a beautiful moment. Yeah. And she's crying and she's crying and she starts inhaling, and she gets to the point of performance and she smiles and the thing raises and she goes out and does her concert. So yeah, I understand the performance kind of, if you care about that a lot, it takes over.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was interesting. I just wanted to ask you about that.
Yep. Well, a good cold open. That's the episode.
Yeah. Well, plus the postscript, which is going to be Brad and I with our chicken wing challenge for Boneheads from several years ago. And what I remember is it was around Christmas.
Yes.
We wore Santa hats.
Yep.
And one of my favorite moments is at some point when I'm in pain, I go, what does this have to do with Christmas?
Yep.
And it was a great time.
Yeah.
Great
It was
night.
a really good time. Folks out there, if you want to tell us your fears, emotional, physical, or otherwise, or how you would do on a Fear Factor show, physical or emotional,
Yeah.
send us an email, funbearablepod@gmail.com, or find us on socials at funbearablepod.
Yeah.
Check out our Patreon if you like, $2.50 a month donation Patreon. There's about 400-ish episodes of the Chuck and Brad podcast, the podcast that directly preceded Funbearable.
Yeah.
And great value, and also a good chance to support us.
Absolutely.
And we really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Deeply appreciate all of that.
Yeah.
For Chuck Staden, I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you so much. And we're sorry for being Funbearable.
And if you want to watch, if you were listening as an audio listener, you might want to go over to our YouTube to watch this video.
I come across like a cool guy.
And I do not. Now, usually we kind of banter after the close. We have to come back
do that.
with a laugh, maybe a callback. We always do it. And today, no pressure, baby.
Yeah.
Let's throw to that video. Phew, that's the hardest part of the show.
Oh
Thank
my
God,
God,
I
so
know.
bad.
Let me let my nutsack out. Hi, I'm Chuck, and this is Brad.
Hello.
We're from the Chuck and Brad podcast, and we're here to shoot a commercial for RI Food Fights, Lord of the Wings. We're at Boneheads Wing Bar. Matt Corona is here, one of the owners, with Jim Nellis, owner of RI Food Fights.
Yeah.
Matt Corona, what do we have before us?
We have a fantastic creation.
Yes.
It's called Ring of Fire.
Yes.
It blends together our two hottest sauces, which are Hell's Bells, which is a ghost pepper sauce,
Yep.
and Sergeant Pepper, which is a delightful pepper mash. Habaneros, jalapenos,
Yeah.
some Reapers, all the good stuff. It's all mixed up nice, and ready for you.
Me and Brad are gonna eat 6 of these wings.
Stupid.
I don't really eat spicy foods at all.
I really.
Brad has
don't.
never had spicy food in his life, basically.
Deli buffalo chicken is too spicy for me.
We're each gonna eat a wing, and they say one of the lines for the commercial. Now, I wrote Brad's lines.
Yep. So
He wrote my lines, so he doesn't know exactly what I am having him say. I don't know what he's having me say, but we're gonna have fun and we're gonna get through this. You ready, buddy?
I am.
Save
Good
the
luck.
flavor.
Wow, I'm getting nervous now.
It's the most
Fast.
wonderful
Go faster.
It's
Oh,
real bad. We can't do it.
we committed to eating 6 of these.
Okay. Boneheads has received many local and national awards for their wings, making them an all-star in Rhode Island.
Awesome.
God.
Don't touch your eyes.
I'm going with the
Touch your eyes.
one-handed approach.
Oh, Brad. Oh, Brad.
greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call.
All right, Food Fights is a Rhode Island organization that brings together the best food in the state. Wow,
No, it's not
I did a
bad.
job with that one. Good job.
Okay. I can't do this.
Oh, wait. Okay, it got me. Oh, it feels like 1,000 tiny lucifers in my mouth. all of my lips hurt right now.
It's the
I can't do this.
You made a commitment.
with the kids
Ready?
jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most
If you're a believer, you can get tickets and more information at rafoodfights.com.
Awesome.
I'm impressed with Brad so far.
Me too.
He's taking it like a champ.
I underestimated you.
Always much more.
As a child, my nickname was Stinkles. It was well deserved.
parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in
Why do people do this, Matt? Why do people do this?
either.
Their taste. Their different taste.
Right. How can I say that? Lord of the Wings gives you coupons to get wings at many restaurants around the area. So even if you feel like you can't get enough of them, baby, you'll be okay.
Oh, there's actual pepper on this one. Thank you, Sean. I'm in the middle of something. Jim Nellis is the showrunner of RI Food Fights. We are more than friends. My beard hurts right now.
What's gonna happen to my anus?
Might want to talk about that off camera. Right. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if we made Brad's just not hot at all?
That would have been funny. I honestly thought Chuck was going to arrange to do that.
Whether if you like your wings plain, or if you want to feel like your mouth is walking on the sun, Lord of the Wings has you covered. Fuck you and your puns.
It's not a pun.
He didn't touch the milk yet?
Brad is gonna sell his.
He's killing me.
We're converting him.
Jim is a difficult man to love. But what can I say? Nobody's perfect. Oh, my whole body.
They're bigger. The late ones are bigger.
Why don't you pick the rest?
Thank you, Gina. Oh, I swallowed again. I feel like my mouth is Mad Max Fury Road right now.
If you want to smash wings into your mouth, alright, Food Fights is the best way to do it. Oh my god.
Just one left, Brad.
This is so much worse than I ever expected. This has nothing to do with Christmas at all. I just realized that. Have a little bit of milk.
Yes, of course.
I have a good feeling Chuck's gonna show us what a throw up is.
Please, eat your last one. One wing left, buddy. You got this.
You got this.
I'm eating too much milk.
That's not gonna help. Don't bother.
No. Do it. Last wing. Please hurry up. Can I eat my six?
Yeah, eat your
All right.
six.
All right.
Okay. Alright, ready to go. What final line for Brad?
This isn't a joke. Jim Ellis and I are pregnant. Our child's name will be Stinkles.
I'm throwing the towel.
Oh,
Six.
You have to do it.
You have to eat the last one.
I
We
can't
made
do
an
it.
agreement.
I can't do
We
it.
made an agreement.
Go, Brad!
No milk, Brad. Good for you.
Congratulations.
That one was a mistake. Here's your last card.
Before I take a drink, I'd like to sing the entirety of my favorite song, All Star by Smash Mouth. That is his sing entire song.
Don't sing this song.
Well,
You're fine.
here's talk. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, I'm done. I gotta be out of here. It's RI Food Fight's 4th annual Lord of the Wings, where you get to sample all the best chicken wings in Rhode Island. For just $20, you get a passport that contains a coupon for each of the 22 restaurants participating. Bonehead's Wing Bar, Rick's Roadhouse, G-Pub, and more. And you get to vote at the end for best wings. This event runs from January 1st to January 31st. You can grab your tickets at rifoodfights.com, and this event has always sold out, so grab them right away.
In a world where there ain't nothing left about, they're two special idiots now. Hear me out. Chuck's life is fried.